Greetings, I'm Demonac, and it's arena time. Alright, back to a surprisingly Murloc-laden priest. I have managed to dig my way back up to 2 wins, 1 loss, so could be worse, but I don't know. Deck, not ideal. I've been running into a lot of situations where my friggin' army of really efficient Murlocs get murdered, and a mage is kind of a guarantee of more of that, so hooray. People criticize them, I don't know, I still think they're pretty good, but do I pitch the Tauren? I think I do. I'll try and get something else cheap, but if I do, it's probably just more Murlocs. And I didn't, so hooray. Mind control. That'll really help for the next 9 turns. Well, she can absorb some fire, potentially. So, does opponent spend the turn shooting something, or do I get to keep my minions? Because that'd be nice. God damn it! Ooh, okay. Could have been worse. She's got to use her coin. So she ended up using a spell to kill 1/1/1. That is fine, as far as these things go. If she had coined out a 2-cost... If the Arcane Missile had killed them both and she'd coined out a 2-cost minion, that would have sucked. So...
Don't worry, loves. The cavalry's
Ugh.
here.
That hurts. Although, could have been worse. So I could heal her and play this. Which is more stuff. And leave me vulnerable to AoEs, but I'm going to do it because this guy's ability seems worth saving, especially if I have a lot of potential targets to be alive for it. So, what do we got? I have an army of garbage, but it is an army. It's easily thwarted by many things, but do you have one of those things, and is it worth spending on my army of garbage? Wow! This person's deck must be full of polymorphs, because otherwise, why would you waste a polymorph on that? Well, I will oblige by beating your face in, and playing the Berserker. Because again, this ability is too good, it's too worth saving. It's tempting to do this, but I'd like heal myself for 2, that would be a waste. It wouldn't work out. And next turn, hopefully I have something good alive to buff with this guy.
For this
Alright. So I could hit that with him. He would go to a 5-3. And then I've got to kill the 2-2. Probably with this guy, because he can be shot as easily as a 1-1. And is it worth buffing him more? Or buffing one of the small guys to maybe survive? Because I could turn this into a 2-4, and then it would be a 2-2 after killing the 2-2. It's not the worst, but he could also be a 5-6 after this. So I think I'm better off doing that, honestly. Yeah, this guy's going to do it because he's more fragile. Someone can spend 2 mana and kill 2 attack power instead of 1. And the last airbender. I mean, he's not the last airbender because Tenzin had kids and then there are more airbenders. But for a while, he was kind of the last airbender. He really does remind me of Tenzin from Avanhara, though. Like, obviously. Which is why I keep bringing it up. Because otherwise he's a pretty boring card. I am a priest. I do temple-y things. Yeah. Okay. So. I do have no max in here for him to buff. That's always awesome. So I could heal this guy, hit him, kill him, finish him with a 1-1, Or 2/1/1s, that's a lot. And he would then be shootable, because I heal him up to 8, and then he takes 6. No, it wouldn't be too bad. I don't have lethal, right? I got 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. Not lethal. It's a lot, not lethal. We're going to Thought Seal and see what I get first, in case that changes things. Although it does maybe hamper stuff, I don't know. I don't have enough mana, I can't turn into lethal with that. But I could just Frostbolt this guy and keep beating my opponent's face in. Frostbolt, heal this. Wow. There is some potential there.
I must quickly.
I think I'm just going to play the Infested Torrent. I'm going to save all this great stuff in my hand. I'm going to assume that between my taunts, I can hold that guy at bay. Or, if my opponent has to spend the effort stopping him, that I have enough to just kill my opponent. Because I have a lot of stuff to do damage to my opponent. I would have to have a minion in play to Borify it, but it doesn't have to be a minion that is able to attack. Flame Strike would suck, but I think I might still win. So I still have a 2/2 left from this, and then you're going to use the guy that killed that. We're going to Flame Lance that guy, that is fine. Oh yeah, that's right, if I healed him up to full, he would have lost his attack, so I would have been screwed. That plan didn't work anyway, I'm glad I didn't try it. Okay, you're not Flame Striking now because you got no mana. Nice. Polymorph backfire. Don't see polymorph karma like that very often, because normally the sheep dies immediately. But okay, that went well. We're already breaking even. Let's see if we can get this right into the positive and actually make some headway. I've got pretty solid minions. The thing is, those 2/1, those Tide Fin Murlocs, basically, where you get a 2/1 and a 1/1, if they don't get hit by some AoE, they tend to be pretty efficient. That opponent probably could have prioritized shooting them more, but I mean, she did sort of shoot them a lot early on, and I got enough junk out of the Imp Master to balance it out. So definitely pitching him. Probably the Shifting Sage. I think he's more late game. The Berserker has much more board presence when he comes out. God damn it, I didn't get anything cheap at all. We're going to be coining out an Imp Master against a warrior. Like, I don't know why I said against a warrior specifically, but just noting the fact that there is a warrior there. But I really needed to get some of my cheaper guys. Damn it. The warrior has a million ways to do 1 damage typically, but... Yay! Okay. Do we coin him out given that we won't be able to do anything else if they all die? It doesn't matter. We need that board presence. As nice as it would be to go turn 3 this, turn 4 this. Not gonna work out. Alright, since I got nothing else to play in the meantime, I have that. We'll heal nothing. Or it's just gonna armor up, so opponent's not forcing the issue either. There are a lot more slower... I'm sure there are a lot more slow-playing decks. It sucks that I can't do anything with that turn. There are probably a lot more slow-playing decks since the proportion of cards that are good 2-cost minions, 3-cost minions, has been reduced by the new set. Even though all the old ones are out there, the proportion is down. So he's not concerned about my tiny force here. Which is reasonable. He is just taking 1 damage per turn, so he's happy to sit around and wait it out. Does that mean he has a board clear? Because if he doesn't have a method of board clearing, I might be able to set up quite an army. If he doesn't have something really impressive right now, I'm going to play her. And then if I could get like healing and getting her growing and stuff like that while making more crappy 1/1s all the time.
I have an axe to grind.
Alright, so he stops a lot of cred. Okay, with the wolf, I could just break through it. That means I'm not playing my other stuff, though. Right? You do wolf, you go hit for 2, 3, 5, 6. Have him dead, have a wolf, just heal her. I'm not getting anywhere. I am going to try and delay that.
How many fingers do you see?
So I'm going to do nothing with all my army. This will work out horribly if my opponent has a whirlwind or something. Because he could go whirlwind, attack my holy... God damn it! Now he attacks my holy champion, and... yeah. F you.
It's time for a lot of blood.
And it did not work out well for the other way, but this clearly sucks. Damn it. I mean, that was the gamble, right? Like, there was a lot of opportunity for him to do that before. Why wouldn't he? But yeah, he was saving it. So I could make her a 3-6, which would only barely survive that. I'd have to heal her, and then she'd still be vulnerable to the other guy. So it's not going to work out. There's really no hope in that arrangement. Everything is pretty bad now. I could just play the wolf, kill him with her. And her long-term potential isn't worth as much to me right now. And then just play that. I guess that's what I'm going to do. It's kind of sad, but... bam. Make sure the taunt is next to the wolf, obviously. Not a fabulous turn, but... eh. Really? Oh, nice. Yeah, that's what I needed. He was gonna die anyway, but I'm concerned this guy's deck is like tuned to deal with mine, even though this is not like a configuration you would expect anyone to be playing. Okay, so it would become a 4-5, which would not survive doing that, so there's no point. He would become a 6-6, but I need one more mana. I want to sacrifice her. Could sacrifice him, potentially. I mean, he'd trade and this wouldn't die, which is pretty bad. So I think we're going to go with the crap Tauren, but then I can't do anything else with my turn, and this is really like a weak-ass play. It's not working right. And that goes down to 1. My opponent kills it. Like, my opponent kills all my stuff and has all their stuff left with health remaining. It's not going to work out right. I don't have damage on myself, so I can't just make that a 5-5 right away like I would like to. And now I'm running out of time. So, awesome. I'm going to play Crap Guy. Aha, eat Crap Guy. This game is going incredibly terribly, though. Is saving that whirlwind that long kicked my ass. So if he doesn't have anything else to kill them immediately, oh, well, that's pretty bad. I don't have an answer to that. I now have an answer to that. This turn plays itself. Okay, back to even turns-ish. My hand looks a lot better in this context. Let's see how my opponent ruins my day now. Light Bomb is the bomb. It's friggin' awesome. Okay, Lucas champion, but he has no guys. That's still very dangerous, obviously, but... So I could spend 5 minutes. I wouldn't be able to do anything else again except for heal it. But I could turn this into a 4-5 charge. Kill Mookless Champion. That'd be 4-1. Heal it back up to 3. Or I could play this guy. And I've got nothing to heal anyway. It just doesn't work. Is it worth us killing Mookless Champion? Or is it okay for him to get a turn of buffing guys? If I were to, say, play these two. Champion plus the other guy would kill this, and Murloc would survive. So that's not great. I just have this guy out, but he's not going to want to trade Mookless Champion for that. Would I then have an opportunity to do this afterwards? It's hard choices. I think I'm just going to do that. Even though I could spend a ton of effort killing that and have a guy in control, I'm going to try and put out more stuff. I'm hoping that he can't take out the Holy Champion without using something valuable. That's sort of using something valuable, but it's very efficient for him, so this sucks. Oh wow, so he can actually stop me from killing Lucas Champion. Hooray! Yeah, that does suck. Okay, so now I could play this and give it power with Tentacles instead. It would be a 4/7, and then heal it. And it'll still die, but it'll have killed Mukla's Champion, so we're going to do that. Or are we? Because I heal it back up to this. It's got 5 defense. It takes 4, it'd be a 1. I heal back up to 3. No, that's too fragile. I got to use the Tentacles. So now it's killable by the axe, but then hopefully I'll be able to drop this guy and do his thing. Now the question is, do I put all my eggs in that bucket, or do I worry that my opponent might still have an execute lying around that he hasn't had to use yet? Because if he had an execute, he hasn't needed it for anything. I can't recall any particular time when the execute would have been better than the ways that he killed things, because he's been doing so well at killing all my stuff already. If not for that well-timed light bomb, he would have been in severe trouble. Okay, now he has a lot of firepower out there. That sucks. That is a huge army, so this guy's definitely not going to do it now. Awesome. I could go for a Super Gargoyle, but he's only going to have 3 attack. It's 3/8. He's easily dealt with by that stuff. He will never get a chance to heal, so that doesn't work. Him, myself, he's a 6/6. Then I could make him an 8/10, which still dies pretty easily to that crap, but... So the question is, do I drop this on him, or do I just save it? I think I've still got to drop it on him, even though this guy is going to be useless. He's going to be useless anyway. With this, if my opponent doesn't have an execute, then he might have to spend 3 of his guys to kill mine. Probably just going to execute him. No, he's going to try and draw his execute. Okay. Heroic Strike. Does he just have lethal damage? Bash. Wow. There's a lot of stuff there to avoid losing his minions, so he's going to be in a fine place after this. He can afford to take all that damage because he's way ahead.
Lends the sun well.
Oh, hooray. I'm not going to be able to do anything like this. I don't have Shadow Word spells, I've used my Light Bomb, I've got nothing.
I can't do that.
Damn it. It's just that, like, saving the whirlwind play. I could have spent a bunch of those guys and killed his thing. So obviously, in hindsight, the thing to do was play the wolf, lose my whole army to kill his guy, and come out slightly ahead on the board control, instead of playing the Holy Champion and going for kind of the win. But if he hadn't had a good way to kill all that stuff, I could have gotten the Holy... There was a reasonable chance I could have gotten the Holy Champion going there. And if that was the case, I probably could have just steamrolled him. So... it was a gamble that did not pay off. But 3 wins, 2 losses. We'll see if I can get this run from the current break-even status up into the positives next time. If you enjoyed this, please activate the like button. And don't forget to subscribe to Demonac Games for more Hearthstone Arena and other gaming videos.